Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New England Patriots.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
May going to throw right away. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Henderson running straight ahead. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers a week ago for Henderson. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Play action. May.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's May. Open man is Bell, complete.
A big play there for New England. 42 yards.
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the 2 of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. May.
Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers?
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Alex Highsmith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team They lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Drill. 52. Red. Cycle. Back.
On 1st and 10, Gabriel. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 49 yards.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 31.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Trouble 38. Black Ultra.
In your face.
Ready, go.
To throw on 2nd down, Gabriel. He'll get this to his, but I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Hand off now to Robinson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. To throw, it's May. He finds his man, complete. It's Fisher. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB, too. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game. But
this is caught at the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This 2nd and 4.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Watch out now, safety theory. Steel blue. Here we go. Ready.
Throwing on first down. Gabriel. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Gabriel. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf. 41 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
New England
Momentum trying to get to place on offense. On first down, here's May. Throw left side complete. That's Fisher. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
And a lane slow and materializing there as they'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing here is May. He finds his man, complete. It's Hicks. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And shedding through the tackle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. Here is 3rd down and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a pickup of 6.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now May on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Fisher. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. They go play action now. May. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Alex Highsmith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go. 60 red. 60 red.
Looking to throw. Gabriel. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ready, go.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 33. Yellow. Set, hut.
They'll run with Robinson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Strike. Check. Strike. Ready, go.
Etienne is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed.
37. Check, field. Smash, red. Okay, go steal. Ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. New England's offense set to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. From the gun, it's May. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd down. On play action, May. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for New England. 54 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
This is 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Gabriel. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
10 cycles. Blaster, 6.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gabriel.
Batted by the safety, but caught anyway.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Gabriel. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
To throw on 2nd down, Gabriel. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Absolutely a golden opportunity missed there to add to their lead and really cap off an impressive drive because they've got the advantage and plenty of time to add to it. But on the flip side, plenty of time for an opposing comeback as well. So when you have the chance to distance yourself now just so early, partner, you know you don't want to let it slip away.
On the draw, this is Henderson. Stops short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5. To the air, May. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll throw with May. That's taken in by Henderson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Fisher. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Bengals who are out in front as those two head towards the break. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we head down to Houston to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. It's C.J. Stroud with 3, count them, 3 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Ricky Pearsall, a touchdown catch in the victory.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game. In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Second half begins with a run by Robinson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
And now they'll shift things around. On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
32. Striker, 3-3. Drill green.
Back to throw. Gabriel. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamie and Sherwood. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down, it's Henderson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Henderson going to run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yellow, 43.
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell. Across midfield. He's on his way. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play. But while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell.
But he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Robinson is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Gainwell.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Trey Sermon, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was Trey Sermon who polished it all off with a touchdown run. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And now out come the Patriots. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, trying to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
And they go play action with May. This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
16 more on that one and another first down.
This is all about finding the open space in the middle of the field. How do you do that? One way is through play action. That's going to freeze those linebackers for just a split second, and sometimes that's all you need. They run a deep in route behind them, and it works to perfection.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's May. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And now out come the Steelers. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st down, Gabriel. And he rifles one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Gabriel over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Robinson will try to pick it up. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gabriel. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here. Not done in the 4th. New England trying to get a place on offense. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank. They'll throw on 1st down with May. He finds his man, complete. That's Fisher. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And they'll accept that penalty.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
From the shotgun, May with it.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Henderson running straight ahead. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game, because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And what a tough spot for this defense, because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And some room to roam now.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 114 yards rushing now for Gainwell. This a first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Robinson up the middle.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Fight, 60. Fight.
Operating from the gun, Gabriel. He'll find Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 39 yards. And the Steelers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. Throwing now, May on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Well, past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Now 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with Etienne. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. New England on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Sermon. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Etienne up the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon. At this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Sermon. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun with ETN. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Off play action. Gabriel. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 25-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. On the counter, ETN.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Steelers, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Steelers earn the win at home as we say so long from Pittsburgh.